Welcome, fellow traveler. You are about to enter a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A dimension as deep as space and limitless as the imagination. You have, however unwittingly, stumbled headlong into the Pellgun zone. Here we have the average retiree, out and about in anywhereville, USA. His only care the business at hand. But, like so many Walter Mitty types, his mind wanders into other things. Things that draw his mind into that place few venture into. And here's the boxes the tubes came in. As you'll see here, there's one little tube in each of these boxes. That's just ridiculous. And the tools of the trade here is pretty simple and straightforward. And here I am measuring the tube from the top down to 31 inches. The same length as the shooting stick. As you see here, the 31 inch mark is about 3 inches from the bottom. And I use my X-Acto to cut that off. And I started putting the bark, what looks like the bark of the tree from the roll of tape around the bottom. So it pictorially makes some sense to critters. Got a couple of long pieces there I got left after cutting the bark to put on there that I will put above that, as you see me starting to do here, working from the bottom to the top basically and around both sides. And working my way towards the top of the tube here. Different lighting here so you get an idea of what it looks like, dusky to bright light, you know. And I'm showing here where I'm going to cut it under that little bead at the top there. So it has a bit neater look to it. That metal band is in that bead. And turned it around. I got a piece of tape I got to stick on there before I can cut it, which I've done here. Looks a little better. And here's the walker, when basically done, almost done being taped. It's done now. Howdy. We're going to get started on part 2 of the modifying this walker to go hunting in. Sorry. And this, I had to buy 2 of these golf tubes from Walmart.com at $1.27 a piece. And as you saw at the beginning, one of these was in each of those 2 great big old boxes. And there's a metal band inside the lip on the top end here. This goes up in the golf bag, and you put each club in there to protect the handle and all that, which could be carbon fiber and all kind of chrome or whatever. And I cut about 3 inches off the end, as you saw, measured from the top down to 31 inches, because that is the length of what they call the trigger stick. That's the brand name of the thing. Besides its function, here's the piece I cut off, and about the length of my index finger. And here it is, basically done. It didn't wrap all the way around. I was surprised about that. Anywho, I had to pick these up at the store. The green bundling ties, zip ties I bought, like 100, 108 millimeter or something like that in length. Should be long enough to go around this and the leg up front here. I'm going to put it on the right side because I'm left-handed, so the gun will be over my left shoulder, and I'll be holding the gun like this and the trigger stick. You pull the trigger and the monopostal bottom of the stick drops down, hits the ground where the stick, and it locks it in. So you could get the V-shaped padded yoke up here. You put the forestock in the yoke right where you would put your hand for the artillery holder normally, and there you are. So, as I said, I'll be putting this maybe with the seam against the leg up about here, so that I can put the trigger stick in there on the right side, the gun will be in my left hand, and I can even rest my elbow there to try to bear the weight of the rifle while I'm using my right hand to pull the trigger stick up and out. If I could have that in there, the trigger stick in there, the netting thing will be hanging from here or across here and here. I haven't made up my mind. I have to find one first to see how I can mount it down there to bear the weight of a small game up in the bed. Or even a rolled up piece of plastic with the rope like those ones that used to drag a deer with, to drag pigs out of the field with that. So I could put that in there to carry it out there. So I've got both hands free basically like this to take the weight off my back. I can walk a lot farther with this walker than I can with a cane. That's just a fact of being partly disabled to whatever degree. But yeah, that'll be, it's going to go on about like that. So I think I got to do pretty good. But two, as I say, you got to go around in here and down there. You have to watch the hinge points, which part turns like that when you fold these inward, as you saw me pulling it back out to lock them in. So this can only be, the bundling ties can only go around it, something like about there and there, okay, on this front leg, on the part that turns when you move these, so it'll stay in place. You follow that. About like that. Also, I might even be able to put my cane in there when I'm not hunting, and I'm just using this to get down the steps, the front steps to the car, and you know, and I'm going to use the cane to go into the doctor's office or something. And I could put the cane in there, so I got my hands free to work this thing to get up and down stairs and the front stairs. You know, there's something to think about, but it's getting there. They said the 30th for the pack of bundling ties. Hope it gets here sooner because they shipped it a couple of days ago. Maybe Thursday, last Thursday, I think. So, there's the tube basically. Like, as you saw in the video, I trimmed it around this bead here. Just so it look a little better. So when the bundling ties get here, it'll probably be about the same time I go to get the wheels to put on the back of this thing. And I got to start looking for a netting bag, like that netting thing you stretch across the back of the pickup or the back of the trunk in a hatchback. Get this put together because September 1st squirrel season starts. So Lord willing, the creeks don't rise. We'll see you again and get back to work on this thing.